Hi, my name's Elise, and I did my paper on child homelessness. And when I did my paper, it was something that I didn't really know much about, which is why I chose to do it. I knew it was an issue, and I knew that it was a sociological issue, but I hadn't known all the details. And what I found out in my paper while researching was that this has been an issue, a known issue, since the 1970s, and yet there is 1.6 million children every year that go without a home or are in need of a home or are in shelters. And broken down, that's so many children, and there's a lot of reasons for it. Back when they weren't really sure how to categorize it, they had a hard time because there were children in shelters, but did they classify the children in shelters or the children that were living with other families as homeless? Or how did they go about categorizing child homelessness? And what they came to the decision was if the family was only able to live somewhere for 14 days, they were considered homeless. And there were more issues that go with it that I have in my paper, and a lot of reasons for the child homelessness is because of parents not making enough money or making too much money to not qualify for assistance, yet making too little money for the help that they needed or the help that they need to support their families. And I think a lot of that issue goes with such bad economy or making too little and everything being too much. And it really hit once I started researching it on how close it really is. And a simple helping hand of food or blankets, it doesn't really help the homelessness, but it does help their security. It does help keep them warm. It does keep them fed. And that's something that we can do, and something that we can do to help child homelessness, aside from giving what we can, is bringing it to the attention of others. It's something that does need to be done at a higher level, and it just interests me on how little you really know about the topic until you start researching it, and how you look at the facts of what's been going on and how much things haven't really changed, even though the issue's been known for so long. And I think that's part of what drew me in, was because I knew it had been going on for a while, but I didn't know much about it. And I think that that's a shame. We should all know what goes on as far as it goes for children and adults and the things that go on. But you never truly know until you start looking at it. And I think that's something that we all need to remember, and something that I'm excited about. When I did my research, I did it based on other people's studies, and that's how I found out all my information. And some of the studies that they conducted have been not redone in a long time, but it shows the facts of how, when a child's homeless, how they can perform academically and how it can affect them emotionally and socially as well. How children seem to either fall into themselves or act out, or they do really good in school, or how they have children who are homeless have a higher rate of dropping out or failing. And they have a higher rate for a lot of things that we don't really think about, and we just write them off as terrible children, when in reality we don't know their stories. And a lot of the children who are homeless go through this every day, go through this day after day, and they go through the shame, and they go through so much emotional pain that it does affect their ability to work. It does affect their ability to see things from a different angle. And I think that that's part of a reason that we all need to look at this as well, is because it does need to be helped. And we can do something about it. We might not be able to give them a home, but we can help give them a voice to get them a home. And I think that's what we need to do. Enjoy my paper. It's on, as we were told to do. I enjoyed writing it, and I enjoyed doing the research for it, and I hope you enjoy it as well.